All right, so let's work on some more practice problems doing using grouping to factor. All right, so here's my first example. 3xy minus 7x plus y minus 3. Again, we're looking for something that we're going to try to use the first two terms, so the 3xy and the 9x. We're going to use, try to find something we can pull out of both of those. And so it looks like at least I can do letter-wise. I can take out an x, and I can't take out a y, and I can take out a 3. So, because 3 divides into 3, and 3 goes into 9. So, take a 3 out. Now, if I'm going to write what it's left over, again, you can either think of it as I divided 3x into 3xy, or you can think about what's 3x times what will give us our first two terms. So again, we're putting two terms in this parenthesis. So 3x and 3xy, we're missing a y. We need a minus sign in there. And then 3x times what will give us 9x. So 3x times 3 will give us 9x. Okay, so let me put that 3 in there again. All right, so if you notice, I'm going to copy that again. Oops. And then what do I take out? Well, this actually matches the next two terms, or the last two terms. So I have to put something here, because again, if I don't, I'm only going to generate two terms, and I don't want to do that. I need to generate four terms, so I'm going to put a plus 1 in here. And the reason why I do plus 1 is because when I have 1 as a multiplier, it doesn't do anything to these two. It just generates them. So now when I get done, I will get this back. Okay? So again, we write the things on the outside together, and then the things that they have in common get copied down, and there's our answer. Okay, example number 2. 6x squared minus 21xy squared plus 8xy minus 28y cubed. All right, so now we're going to look at these, and again, we're going to check out what do we do, how are we going to divide, and what are we going to do here. So again, we're going to focus on the first two terms of the polynomial, and we're going to try to figure out what we can take out of both of those. Okay, so looking at least both of those, I can take out, and again, the easiest way to do that is the minimum amount of each variable. So the minimum amount between x squared and x is x, and the minimum between no y's and y squared is no y's, so I can't take any y's out. Now I'm going to think what's the biggest number divides 6 and 21? So through your head, you're going to have to think about what gives you 6. Well, 1 and 6, well, 6 doesn't go into 21. 2 and 3, well, 2 doesn't go into 21, but 3 does. So I'm going to take 3 out, and then what am I left over? All right, so I'm left over with an 2x, excuse me. So 2x times 3x gives you 6x squared. And then I got a minus sign. And then I've got 3x times what will give us negative 21xy squared. I need a 7 for the 21. And then I need the y squared that I didn't take out. All right, so again, I'm going to copy that over here. 2x minus 7y squared. And now I got to figure out what I need to take out. Well, I need an 8, so I need a positive 4 in there. And it looks like I need a y. Now, double check. 4y times 2x is 8xy, and 4y times negative 7y squared gives me negative 28y cubed. So that's correct. So again, I take the outside things, put those together. And then the commons, we write down here. And that's our answer. All right, our next example we're going to do is 3, wow, 335, sorry, AB plus 20B squared minus 7A minus 4B. All right, so we look at the first two terms. Looks like I can take out a letter. Now, which letter what can I take out? Well, I've got a B and I've got a B squared, so I can take out a B. Can't take out an A because the lowest A we have is no A's on these two. And I can divide by 5, looks like. So if I do that, 35 divided by 5 is 7. I need an A because I have an A up above and I didn't take that out, so I have that left over. B I've already taken out. Plus 5 into 20 is 4. Now I have B squared. I've taken out a B already, so I need an extra B. Okay, now I copy that over here. Now, looks like I have something close to the last two terms. I have the opposite of that. So if this ever happens to you, you're going to be taking out a negative 1. Again, you need to generate the last two terms and they're the opposite sign. So just like we did in the previous problem where I had to put a plus 1 here in order to generate the next two terms, I'm going to put a minus 1 here because not only do I need to generate the next two terms with the 7a and the 4b, but they also have to be negative. So that's why I put a minus there. So again, I can take the outsides, put them together. Okay, so this guy and this guy get put together, and then I copy what I have as the common thing, and there's our answer. Okay, so our next example is 2x cubed minus 8x minus 5x squared y plus 20y. All right, so looking at the first two terms, we got, what can we take out of both of those? Good, we can take out a 2, and we can take out an x. So that leaves me with x squared minus 4. Okay, I'm going to give myself a little bit of space, and I'm going to copy that again. X squared minus 4. Okay, so I have to get negative 5x squared y. I have an x squared, so I need a minus 5, and I need a y. Now, does that work out? Negative 5y and a negative 4 does give us positive, because a negative and negative, so positive does give us positive 20y. All right, so we're going to put our stuff together on the outside. Now, look and see if you're done. Oh, you're not. Okay, this is the difference of two perfect squares. I don't know if you've gotten that far yet, but this example will make more sense to you if you once you get a chance to practice that. But this is an example where you're factoring perfect squares. So I might as well throw that in, because x times x is x squared, 2 times 2 is 4, and if you want to do FOIL, the inners and outers will drop out. That's why there's no x term in there. But that is your final answer. So if you haven't covered that difference of perfect squares, this guy right here, if you haven't covered that yet, then your teacher will probably accept this for now. But once you cover the difference of perfect squares, then the one on the bottom has to be the correct answer, and that's the only one that the SOLs will let you use. Well, that's it. Hopefully that makes some sense to you, a little clearer, helps you get this concept down. Good luck.